Okay, so this video for the Panzer IV covers the installation of the lower hull sides and incidentally the track cover. So you want to start out first by just making sure that like all these large and even the smaller surfaces are true and flat. So if it's bowed in, you can just stick a brush or a bamboo skewer or something in there and push up against the side. The bottom, you can slip your fingers in and just bow it out if it needs to come in out this way, which is the most common. You just want to make sure all of these are straight. And this is already prepared, so we're just going to test fit things and make sure everything is going to work out before we actually put any glue in place. So, what you're trying to look for is for this angle and this angle on the front is what you want to most pay attention to. And everything else should kick into place. If you get these two to match here and you can hold that sort of tight, then everything else should come into play. Now, there's going to be some amount of paper coming off the back end. Don't worry too much about that. But what you do want to worry about is that you have the same angle on the back end. So you're going to need to push this forward a bit. And also, quite often, you need to push the front down. So it is a bit of a tricky operation to get all of this correct. So you want that front corner to meet down with the track cover and all these angles to be what they look like on the front there. And then your back should just start to kind of match. So once you've kind of got an idea what you're looking for, remove it. And we're just going to put glue all along this leading edge here. You can either use straight glue or 4-to-1 glue for this. And then we're going to attempt to attach that. All right. So let's give this a shot here. Front angles first. Make sure these are where they should be. Kind of lock that in place with your fingers. And then start pushing everything else into where it needs to be. Now, you can see that if you don't push this forward a little bit, you're not going to have that same angle here on the back. And you want this to match the angle, even though you're going to trim that down a bit. So once you've got everything sort of sitting in place where it looks like it should be, hold it for a bit, and hopefully you can, if there's a big ridge down here, you can stick a thing in from the other side and push that down a bit. And so this foot, or this leveling post here, actually you don't need to glue it down, but it will keep this at the right height, which is important. So you can't push that down too much because the foot sort of thing will get in the way. And hopefully at about this point, you should be able to let things go. and you can move on to the other side. And the other side will be a lot easier because now this is basically in the correct shape. It's a little bit harder to manipulate the shape of it because you can't stick anything inside anymore. But we should cover that when this is fully set and not mess with it because we don't want to break our bonds while it's so delicate. And if you like this video, be sure to log on to the website and subscribe so we know you're out there. And give us some support if you can, either by donation or by just spreading the word, or uploading modifications or better ideas for templates, or new templates altogether. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.